Hi guys, welcome to my channel on TD Made Easy. If you're a new subscriber, please click on the subscribe button. And if you're an old subscriber, you are welcome back. In today's video, we'll be looking at 2022 Waec TD objective tests. So let's start looking at the question. Question 1. 100 millimeter square is the same as A, 1 centimeter square, B, 10 centimeter square, C, 1000 centimeter square, D, 10,000 centimeter square. 100 millimeter square is the same as what? As we all know in our metric tables that 10 millimeter equals 1 centimeter. So if we square both sides, we have 10 millimeter square equals 1 centimeter square. 10 multiplied by 10, that gives us 100 millimeter square, which is equals to 1 centimeter square, because 1 multiplied by 1 gives us 1. So the answer to question 1 is 1 centimeter square. Question 2. A certain line is parallel to the horizontal plane, but inclined to the vertical plane. Which of the following views shows the true length of the line? You can only see the true length on the plan. A, auxiliary elevation, B, plan, C, end elevation, D, front elevation. The true length of this line can be seen on the plan, which is B. Question 2, the answer is B. Number 3. The length L in figure 1 is half full length. Length L in figure 1 is half full length. You can see L. This is figure 1. This is an oblique drawing. Now, we're told that length L is half the full length. So if it's half the full length, that makes it Cavalier oblique view. What type of pictorial view is shown in the sketch? A, cabinet oblique view, B, Cavalier oblique view, C, perspective view, D, isometric view. If it's half the full length, the answer is cabinet oblique view. There are two types of oblique view. When you draw it using the full length, it is Cavalier oblique view. But when you use half of the size, it is cabinet oblique view. So the answer to question 3, which is half full length, is cabinet oblique view. A. Question 4. The locus of a point which moves round a right cylinder axially at a uniform speed is A, cycloid, B, involute, C, ellipse, D, parabola. The answer to question 4 is ellipse, because ellipse is the locus of a point which moves round a right cylinder axially at a uniform speed. Question 5. A length of 1 meter on a land is represented by 2 millimeters on a drawing. What is the scale used? A, 1:5,000. B, 1:2,000. C, 1:1,000. D, 1:500. The answer to question 5 is, we are going to convert the 1 meter to millimeters. We are converting the 1 meter on land to millimeters. So we have 2 millimeter over 1 meter. And when you convert 1 meter to millimeters, you have 1,000. 1,000 millimeters makes 1 meter. So 2 divided by 1,000, when you divide through, you have 1:500. So the answer to question 5 is D. I move on to question 6. Question 6. The sectional view on plane PP of the block shown in figure 2. This is the cutting plane PP, and this is figure 2. It's an isometric block. So the sectional view on plane PP of the block shown in figure 2 is, we have these options, A, B, C, and D. The answer is A. It is A because when you cut through, when you cut vertically downward, looking at the cutting plane, we are viewing using the point where we have the arrow. Now, one of the principles is that when you cut vertically downward, you look inward. And when you look inward, you will ash this top part, and you will see this circle as a rectangle. You will see it as a rectangle. Then you fix the center line, then you cut downward. When you cut downward, you see this part that looks just like the front view, plus this part, this triangular part. So you will see it here. So when you look at option B is not properly sectioned. The section lines should go all the way. So we can't find it here. And in option C, what makes it wrong is that the section lines, which is the hashing lines, was used across the center line, which is very wrong. So you leave it as a rectangle, same as option D. So to question 6, the answer is A. Question 7. Which of the following conic sections has an eccentricity of less than 1? A, hyperbola, B, parabola, C, ellipse, D, circle. Now, when the eccentricity is less than 1, it is ellipse. When the eccentricity is 1 or unity, we call it parabola. And when it is more than 1, that is hyperbola. So to question 7, the answer is ellipse. Question 8. A trace is the intersection of 2 A, axes, B, planes, C, lines, D, tangents. A trace is the intersection of 2 planes. We move on to question 9. The sketch in figure 3 shows a method of dividing a line into a desired number of parts. Use it to answer questions 9 and 10. Question 9. The ratio by which line PT is divided is, this is line PT. Now the ratio is A, 1:3:4, B, 1:2:3, C, 1:2:4, D, 1:2:1. The answer is, when we look at line PT, we see that the first portion is 2. This is 2 portions, 1, 2. And this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 2:4:2. Now, when you divide through, it will give you 1:2:1. So the answer to question 9 is D. Question 10. If the actual length of the first of the 3 portions of line PT is 4 centimeters, if the actual length of the first of the 3 portions, there are 3 portions. This is portion 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So the question says if the first is 4 centimeters, so if this 2 equals 4 centimeters, this 4 equals 8 centimeters, and this 4 equals, these 2 portions equals 4 centimeters. That gives us 4 plus 8 plus 4. 4 plus 8 plus 4. That gives us 16. So the length PT is 16. And that is option C for question 10. Number 11, a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides whose diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Quadrilateral with 4 equal sides. 4 equal sides. Rhombus has 4 equal sides. Rectangle does not have 4 equal sides. Deltoid is the same as pies, which the pairs of the sides, they are equal. So for question 11, the answer to question 11 is rhombus, because a rhombus has 4 equal sides. A rhombus has 4 equal sides, while rectangle has just 2 sides. The parallel sides are equal, and the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. Then for a deltoid, the adjacent pairs of the sides are equal, and deltoid is the same as a kite. So to question 11, the answer is option A. Question 12. A regular solid that is bounded by 4 equilateral triangles is 4. 4 is a tetrahedron. So the answer to question 12 is A, tetrahedron. B is icosahedron, that is 20 triangular faces. Dodecahedron, that is 12 pentagonal faces, while D is 8 octagonal faces. 8 triangles. That is 8 equilateral triangles. That is for octahedron. So the answer to question 12 is A. We move on to question 13. The sketch in figure 4 shows a method of A, circumscribing a triangle, B, locating the center of a triangle, C, dividing a triangle into 3 equal parts, D, dividing a triangle into 2 equal parts. Watch out for my next video. I'm going to show you the construction of how to divide a triangle into 2 equal parts. So when you complete this construction, you have dividing a triangle into 2 equal parts. So the answer to question 13 is option D. Question 14. Which of the following views represents the locus of a point equidistant from the circumference of 2 unequal circles as shown in figure 5? We can see circle 1, the smaller circle, and circle 2. By the time you draw the locus of the points, you have option B. 14 is B. Question 15. Question 15. Triangles on the same base and between same parallel lines have equal A, altitude, B, length, C, area, D, directories. They have the same area. Question 15 is C. We move on to question 16. Which of the following plane figures is not a parallelogram? We have option A, B, C. When we look at A, we see this is parallel to this is parallel to this. In option B, this is parallel to this, and this side is parallel to this side. Option C, this is parallel to this, but this is not parallel to this. Option D, this is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this. So the answer to question 16 is option C. Question 17. When the curved surface of a hollow cone is cut open, it forms a regular triangle, B, segment of a circle, C, sector of a circle, D, semi-cubical parabola. When you cut the curved surface of a hollow cone, when it's open, it looks like this. So you have sector of a circle. Answer to question 17 is C. Question 18. The sketch in figure 6 shows the development of a truncated A, cone, B, pyramid, C, cylinder, D, prism. The answer to question 18 is truncated cone. Question 19. Figure 7 shows an external tangent of an arc, R100, to two unequal circles. There are two unequal circles. We have one with diameter 30, and the other one is drawn using diameter 80. Now, the values of R1 and R2 respectively are A, 20 and 70, B, 60 and 85, C, 110 and 85, D, 115 and 60. Now, to get this, we'll look out for the bigger circle. The bigger circle will check if it's an including circle or an excluding circle. Now, when you look at this curve, it's an including circle because it includes circle with diameter 80 and circle with diameter 30. So if it's an including circle, what you do is to minus the big circle from the smaller circle. So you minus the radius. So what we are going to do now, we are going to deduct radius from radius 100. We'll take out radius 40, and from 100, we'll take out radius 15. Please never use the diameter for deduction. So from big R, the big R is 100, which is R minus R1 and R minus R2. So the big R is 100. Take out the radius for R1. The diameter for R1 is 80, so the radius is 40. Now, when you take this out, 100 minus 40 gives you 60. Then when you solve the second one, R minus R2. 100 minus the radius, the diameter for the second one is diameter 30. So the radius will be 15. 100 minus 15, that gives us 85. So the answer will be 60 and 85. So the answer to question 19 is option B, 60 and 85. I move on to question 20, which is the last question for this section. The axial distance for one revolution of a two-start screw thread is the A, minor diameter, B, major diameter, C, pitch, D, lead. The answer to question 20 is D, lead. Thank you for watching.